Well, there are many things to say today on Sapientia Fan Zone. Many talking points. Many flash moments from yesterday. And of course, a total wrap-up of match day 5. Group stage 2020-2021 UEFA Champions League. And after the games we saw on Tuesday night, we also saw some very, very interesting games yesterday at the Champions League, beginning in Group E, where it was FC Krasnodar 1-0 winners in Russia over Rain, and of course Chelsea FC away in Spain on familiar ground, crushing Sevilla. In Group F, Borussia Dortmund and Lazio shared the spoils 1-1. And then Club Brugge surprise 3-0 winners over Zenit St. Petersburg. What about Group G? Say yesterday, away from home, Barcelona continuing the 100% record, beating Ferencvaros 3-0. The same scoreline with the Juventus beat Dynamo Kyiv in Turin. And then Group H was where it all happened. Interesting game between Istanbul Besiktas and RB Leipzig, with Leipzig running out 4-3 winners away. And of course, Manchester United falling short of expectation, losing 3-1 at Old Trafford to PSG. That's the summary of the games we saw yesterday, the results. So today we want to talk about everything. Of course, bringing our lights on the biggest ones. By the way, this is Sapientia Fan Zone. Good afternoon to you and welcome. 95.3 FM Radio Sapientia. And my name is JJ Agadaguse, the Avantgardist on radio. It is a special Thursday afternoon here. Day 3 in December 2020. Oh yes, 3rd December 2020. Thursday afternoon. Here in the studios of 95.3 FM Radio Sapientia. And let's begin from that big one we saw at Old Trafford. And I tell you, believe it or not, but Manchester United, they are at the risk of crashing out. Oh yes, they are looking to beat bye-bye to this season Champions League, because there was a thumping 1-3 loss. They lost 3-1 at Old Trafford yesterday to PSG, and that has left their hopes hanging in the balance, I tell you. That man, maybe he had us criticizing him, Neymar Jr. His student was counted, stepping up to do things for PSG finally, scoring 2 goals. Of course, Captain Marquinhos, the one who stepped into the shoes of the departed Thiago Silva. He was also dominant with another goal. Crucial goals. There was a goal, of course, from Marcus Rashford, who has now scored on 3 home games. Okay, 3 group games at the Champions League, but it was not enough. United crashing 3-1, and now they must get the result in their next game against RB Leipzig away in Germany. They must avoid defeat in that game. If not, United will be waving bye-bye to the Champions League group stages and going down to the Europa League and joining Thursday football people. So, well, it is what it is. And yesterday, of course, great goal, early goal from Neymar, and the equalizer from Marcus Rashford. Before, of course, Neymar came back there. McQueen was also getting the goals before Fred finally got his matching orders, and PSG extended the advantage. Of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he has already said he should have removed Fred when it was obvious he did his matching on us in that game. It didn't happen. He escaped a red card. There are things that happen in football and you don't understand it. This guy, Talomadisi, the referee did not see it, and then the referee went to the pitch side monitor, the VAR monitor machine, and he saw it clearly and came back and issued a yellow card. I don't understand why. Fred should have matched. He should have been sent packing at that point in the game, but then he got only a yellow card, and yet he didn't stop living dangerously in the game. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, of course, took things for granted. But make no mistake about it, by the time Fred was sent packing from that game, United were already losing. Well, whatever happened, the fact is that right now, Man United may still become Thursday night football people this very season, I tell you. They had it all to play for. It was in their hands. Just get a draw and then qualify. And now they'll have to fight. And one interesting about this fixture is that the side away from home always wins. The last times these two teams have played, I mean, they played 4 times in the last 2 years, and then at each time the team at home loses. Yesterday I talked about the game played in 2018, where United, of course, lost at Old Trafford to PSG 2-1, and then came back and overturned the tie in the second leg at the Parc des Princes. That was also the case this season, with PSG, of course, beginning with a loss to Manchester United, and United returning the favour yesterday night. In fact, this is the first fixture in the history of the UEFA Champions League where the first 4 meetings between the same team ended with just the away team winning. It has never happened before. And then Man United have now lost more of their 8 home games in all competitions this season than they did in 28 matches at Old Trafford last season. Oh yes, at Old Trafford last season they lost 3 games in 28 matches. But then already this season they lost 4. They've already lost 4 this season at Old Trafford. They've also lost 4 of their past 7 Champions League home games, winning only 3. But then the last time they had to lose 4 games, it took 52 matches at Old Trafford. And for PSG, they've won both of their past 2 away matches against English opposition in all competitions. And those 2 games, of course, against Manchester United. And of course, Man United's 2 red cards in the Champions League at Old Trafford has come against the same opponent, PSG. Remember, it happened with Pogba back in February 2019. And of course, repeated yesterday night with Fred getting his matching orders. He was also the 49th different Brazilian player to receive a red card in the Champions League. And only France has had more players received red cards in the Champions League. They've had 55. Brazil now 49. Name, of course, scored the earliest Champions League goal considered by Manchester United since February 2015. The last time they considered was back against Wolfsburg in 2015 September. And of course, kudos to Neymar with his 2 goals since his Champions League debut in 2013. Only 2 players have scored more goals than him. Okay, 3 actually. Ronaldo, of course, 79 goals since Neymar made his debut in the Champions League. And Lewandowski, 60 goals since that time. Lionel Messi, 59 goals since that time. Neymar has 38. And only these 3 guys have scored more than him since he made his Champions League bow. It was his first First goal against English clubs away in 6 attempts, I tell you. Well, Man United needing a result next week in Germany. But then, first of all, why did Man United lose? Was it that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did not get his tactics right? In a game, he needed just a draw, and then he lost 3-1 at Old Trafford. Just draw this game and you qualify. So maybe he didn't get it right, or maybe he did well and the players, disappointed him, or maybe Fred with the red card stopping Man United from coming back into the game, or maybe the referee. I don't know. Who do you think? What do you think is the cause of the loss? And do you think United can still make it out of the group stage, or are they going down to the Europa League this season? And then our man Odion Igalo, this guy made a move to Manchester United. He had a chance to return to China, but he said, no, I love this club. I'm a fan of Man United. Let me play for my club. Remember, at that point, he had already had very fantastic career at United. But then he chose to extend his deal. And since that, he's been in limbo. Yesterday night, they brought him on, 89th minute. He doesn't even make the match day squad. If I find him one night, is he good? Why doesn't he even make the bench? Why is he not anywhere in the look of things? Why is he nowhere around? Why is he rusting on the bench? Odion Igalo. Well, away from United, let's talk about those who actually did it in style yesterday. And that's talking about Chelsea. They've now ensured top group spot with one game to go. In fact, in the last game, if they like, they can lose 30-0. It does not affect them from finishing first in their group. They've already sealed things yesterday. Massive 4-0 win. And the fact was that at the beginning of that game, Frank Lampard made 9 changes to the team that drew 0-0 against Tottenham in the Premier League. 9 changes. That is, he made 9 changes. You know what it means to make 9 changes? It means Chelsea are beginning to flex their variety muscle. That is, the fact that they have a lot of options, a lot of players. They can afford to make 9 changes in the Champions League and still get 4-0 win. That is how large and how good the Chelsea squad is right now. To make 9 changes and still keep a clean sheet. Massive win for Chelsea. Kudos to Olivier Giroud. The stone with the builders rejected, becoming the cornerstone. Of course, getting them the crucial win last week against Rennes in the Champions League. And sealing the deal yesterday night with 4 goals scored. And perhaps the most part of what makes it interesting is the fact that Sevilla does not lose at home in the Champions League or in European competitions. Coming into the game, they played 14 games at home in European competition, be it the Europa League or Champions League. And in the 14 games, they won 12 and drew 2. They don't lose at home until Chelsea came to town. But the last time they lost was back in April 2018 against Bayern Munich, the big guys. And then Chelsea are beginning to write their name beside the name of the big guys. 4-0! And of course, they won 2 Champions League games by at least 4-0 right now. Remember what they did to Krasnodar away in Russia. In fact, the only time they've won more games with at least 4 goals or more in the Champions League have been under Jose Mourinho. They've now done it 2 times under Frank Lampard. They did it 6 times under Jose Mourinho. It was even Sevilla's 100th game in European competitions. And they were losing on home soil for the very first time. Oh! You can be very good until Chelsea comes to town. And it all changes. Kudos to Chelsea. Kudos, of course, to Chelsea's Olivier Giroud. One of the most underrated players ever. I don't know why this guy does not get the respect he deserves, the recognition he deserves. Olivier Giroud. Each time he's called upon to come and do things, he does them awesomely. Saves Chelsea, scores crucial goals, helps them advance, and yet no respect. Every day they keep him on the bench. Olivier Giroud. And of course, he became the oldest player to score a hat-trick in the Champions League. I tell you, 34 years, 63 days. Okabagonka. Manonia hat-trick in the Champions League, Olivier Giroud yesterday. The last time somebody did it, it was that name. Ferenc Puskas. The goal machine. The one after whom the best goal award is dedicated. Ferenc Puskas. He did it versus Feyenoord for Real Madrid back in 1965. Then it was 38 years, 173 days. And since then, no player very old has scored a hat-trick in the Champions League. Until Olivier Giroud got a rest start. He was always kept on the bench. But then given a rest start yesterday night, he scored 4, not even 3. 4 goals for Chelsea. Becoming the second player to score a Champions League hat-trick for 2 English sides. He only did it for Arsenal. And then now for Chelsea, the only other player to score 2 hat-tricks. To score a hat-trick for 2 English clubs ever is Michael Owen, until Olivier Giroud came to town yesterday. And then he also became the first Chelsea player to score 4 goals in a single game since the last time somebody did it. You know who did it the last time? That was back in 2010 against Aston Villa in a game, if you guys remember that game. It was Frank Lampard. He scored 4 goals in that game against Aston Villa back in 2010. And then Giroud, of course, now getting 4 goals in a single game for Chelsea. So why are they not giving this guy the respect he deserves? Do you think Lampard that it's good to keep leaving this guy on the bench? Or should they integrate him into his starting 11, I tell you? Alright, from Chelsea, let us also go to another big feat achieved yesterday. And when you talk about the Champions League, and you talk about feats, achievements, greatness, it doesn't get past the one and only Ronaldo. He did it again yesterday, I tell you, reaching another milestone, scoring his 750th career goal. Ronaldo. 750th career goal. That was what he scored yesterday, Ronaldo. Odogunwa. Of course, Juventus is into a 3-0 win over the Dynamo Kyiv. And it was the first time a female referee was refereeing a male game in the Champions League. Kudos to Stephanie Frappart. She became the first woman to take charge of a men's Champions League fixture. Ronaldo is about to be 36 years old. And he keeps churning in, keeps producing. He keeps doing it. And doing it massively. Oh yes, Ronaldo reaching the latest milestone in his illustrious career. Brought it home from almost online after 57 minutes. Kudos to Ronaldo. And interestingly, that was his 71st home Champions League goal. 71st. 71st Champions League goal at home. And it's an all-time record. The person who was who had the most Champions League goals at home before was Lionel Messi. He had 70 goals at home. That is at the Camp Nou. He knows how to score at home. Now Ronaldo, over his movement from England to Spain and now in Italy, has now scored 71 goals at home in the Champions League. Ronaldo comes out, his name pops up. This guy now has the all-time record for home Champions League goals. Of course, we don't need to talk about the fact that he is still the all-time ever highest scorer in the Champions League history. Ronaldo. Big shot to Ronaldo. Big guy Ronaldo. I don't know. Today you're going to help me describe Ronaldo. You know, let's say he's from your village and you want to give him a traditional title, you know, to give him a title in the village. It is a chi n'ime obodo. What do you think should be the right name to describe Ronaldo? The goal machine, Ronaldo. And how long more should we expect this guy to keep doing this thing over and over again? And of course, we're talking about the games. Of course, I've given you the results of all the matches we saw yesterday at the Champions League. We're talking about the games now. Which game, you know, impressed you the most? Which game disappointed you the most? And which game surprised you the most? Of all the games we saw at the Champions League. Now, let me give you the permutations of the games. That is how the groups stand. Who can possibly make it and who can crash out. Let me do that quickly, because we just have one group game to play. I mean, everybody has now played 5 games. 5. Remaining only one now. Only one. So going into the final rounds of games next week, there are still people who have the hopes of reaching the knockout stages. Well, Man United lost the chance yesterday, which means their group will go down to the wire. So let me begin from Group A, all right? Where you have Bayern Munich, you have Lokomotiv Moscow, you have Salzburg, and then you have Atletico. We all know it's not a surprise that Bayern Munich have already booked their place in the knockout stages as group winners. But it's still all to play for between Atletico Madrid and then Salzburg. Lokomotiv Moscow cannot make it through, all right? So now Atletico is going to Austria to face Salzburg in the last game, and it's going to be a very huge game. They can go through, but only if they avoid a defeat. That is, if they play a draw or win, then they will qualify. But then if they lose, it means that they will go to Europa League. Talking about Atletico Madrid, which means that if Salzburg beats Atletico, then they will go through. But then if not, they finish third. A draw will even make them finish third. And then if Lokomotiv does not beat Bayern Munich, and then in Group B, where you have Real Madrid, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Inter Milan, and Shakhtar Donetsk. I was talking about that group yesterday. Well, it's looking very precarious for 2 huge clubs. Talking about Real Madrid and Inter Milan. Both of them are threatening on the edge, and they still stand the chance of crashing out in that final game on December 9th. Well, Real will be hosting the group leaders, Borussia Mönchengladbach. So if they win, they will go through. If they draw and Inter beat Shakhtar, they will go through also. That is, if they win Mönchengladbach, they will go through. Then if they draw in that game and then Inter Milan beat Shakhtar Donetsk, they will also go through. But then here is where it gets a little bit more complicated. They win the group if they win, and then Shakhtar do not win, then they win the group. But remember, it is also still possible for them to finish 4th in that group. That is, if they lose and Shakhtar Donetsk lose, then Real Madrid will still finish 4th in that group. So there's all to play for in that group. By the way, for Inter Milan, if they beat Shakhtar Donetsk, they will go through. If Madrid also lose to Mönchengladbach, they will go through. But if they don't win, it's guaranteed 4th place finish. Alright? That is, if they lose and then Madrid also wins, then they will finish 4th in that group. And no Maranka, man, and we can throw Conte. So that is that for Group B. And then in Group C, where you have Olympiacos, Porto, Man City, and Marseille. Well, it's very simple. Man City are already the winners of the group, and Porto have already qualified as runners-up. So it's just for Europa League spot to be played between Olympiacos and Marseille. So once Marseille does not pick more points than Olympiacos, Olympiacos will be through. And then Group D, where you have Ajax, Atalanta, Midtjylland, and then Liverpool. Liverpool is already safe. And then, in fact, they are winners of the group. So we have a straight shootout between Ajax and Atalanta. And the two of them are playing each other. And that's going to be a mouth-watering tie in Ajax, in Amsterdam. So, of course, if Ajax wins, second spot for them. If Atalanta wins, second spot for them. But then if they draw, Atalanta will go through. Because they're a point ahead going into the match. Of course, Midtjylland, Nkefa Ekpome, Nkefa Agugo. And then Group E, you have Chelsea, Krasnodar, Rennes, and Sevilla. Well, the group is now done and dusted. Chelsea is now top of the group after that 4-0 win. Of course, Sevilla already qualified. Now, Rennes has a terrible head-to-head record with Krasnodar. So there's little drama forthcoming ahead of the final round of matches. And then in Group F, Lazio, Club Brugge, Zenit St. Petersburg, Borussia Dortmund. It's another big one, I tell you. Dortmund and Lazio will put it all on the line because they shared the spoils yesterday. So there's 1 point now between them ahead of the final round. So Dortmund, if they win, top spot for them. But the draw can still help them. All they need is to better result the result of Lazio next week to top the group. Lazio, of course, is still second. They'll go through if they beat Club Brugge next week. And then Brugge will also... they had a draw in Germany because it means they're head-to-head. It means they also have a chance in the last 16. So if they win at the Stadio Olimpico, then it's theirs, I tell you. What about Group G? Barcelona, Juventus, Dynamo Kyiv, and Ferencváros. Of course, it's another simple one. The only thing is that it's going to be a reunion next week between Ronaldo and Messi. That is if they choose to play them, because both of them have already qualified. And then they want to know who will finish first in that group. They are the only two that have qualified already. Nobody else is going. And then in Group H, where you have Man United, Leipzig, PSG, and Istanbul Besiktas. This is it, the big one. It is like the main event on wrestling. Because the group is now wide open, like I told you earlier. Now, the three of them, talking about Man United, PSG, and Leipzig, they all have 9 points each. 9 points each. Okay? So if United draws in their last game, they will qualify. Remember, they won the reverse fixture 5-0 in October. But now the pressure will be far more intense this time around on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side. Because if they lose, one knock Europa League. So that is that for that at the Champions League. Let me tell you about a little about Frank Lampard and Chelsea. These guys are making it so much that people are beginning to put them in discussion about the season's Champions League. They're making impressive progress in Europe this season. So now there is talk about them being in someone that's a challenge for the crown, the Champions League crown. This ITV pundit and the BT Sports pundit talking about Glenn Hoddle. He has now said that Chelsea, right now, that's a big thing to say anyway. Alright, that Chelsea right now ranks above the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona in terms of performance and then quality of squad. Therefore, that we should consider Chelsea as one of the favorites for this Champions League crown. Alright? So he says that Chelsea is now a serious contender for the Champions League after the 4-0 win at Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, where Olivier Giroud was unsung, getting all 4 goals. So I want to look at whether Chelsea is even ready to challenge on different fronts, how good they are, how strong they can be going forward, by asking you, do you think Chelsea should be considered as one of the Champions League favorites this season? I mean, this Chelsea. And then, because he was talking about squad, the quality of squad, let's even look at, the squads around the Real Madrid squad right now. Yesterday, somebody talked about the fact that Madrid does not have a good squad. That they don't have players. That when we're talking about Zidane, somebody said Madrid does not have players. I was trying to, call the names of those players and ask him, who are these guys if they don't have players? All those Ramos, Cruz, Modric, Hazard, and all the rest of them. They're still there at Madrid. and you say they don't have a good squad. So we're talking about, squad now. And then look at Barcelona, Well, they have all those Serginho Dest and Jordi Alba and all the rest of them. But they still have Messi, they still have Griezmann, they still have Dembele. Ansu Fati is out injured. But remember, when we talk about our squad, we don't necessarily mean you remove those who are injured. Like you say, no, this person is injured. He's not part of the squad. We're talking about squad. All right? So, the Madrid squad and the Barcelona squad are the two squads mentioned by Huddle. But apart from them, we can all look around European, the top teams in Europe right now. I mean, top on paper. Go to Italy. Juventus, of course, the top team there, looking at their squad, And then, in France, it's PSG, definitely, with the squad they have. And where else? When you come to England, that's where you have the Liverpool squad. I'm talking about squad now. And then the Man City squad, the Man United squad, perhaps the Tottenham squad, the Arsenal squad also. All in the equation. So we're asking you to show us where the Chelsea squad, where they rank on your current list of top squads and performance in Europe. Rank your 5 best current squads in Europe right now. Let's see where Chelsea will end up if you rank your, best 5 squad now on the show. Let's see where Chelsea will end up. If they don't even make your cut in the first 5 squad, or maybe if they have a spot there. So if any kind of good at the Sapientia fans on, and not forgetting today is Thursday, and then we welcome Thursday football also today. We are not going to talk about all the matches. Let's talk about just the fact that Arsenal is in action. AC Milan is also playing, and Tottenham is playing. First of all, at 6:55 p.m. today, Lask is hosting Tottenham, and AC Milan is at home to Celtic. And then by 9 p.m. Nigerian time, Arsenal will welcome Rapid Wien at the Europa League. What are your predictions? And you can also freely make your predictions for all the other games we have today. I wish I had all the time in the world to keep talking here, but I need to also hear from you. So good afternoon to you once again, and welcome to Sapientia Fan Zone. My name is JJ. I got to say that I got this already, so you know. And you can join the conversation on Facebook, our official page, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha, and on Twitter at Sapientia 95.3 FM is the handle. It is Sapientia Fan Zone. Welcome. Let's talk football.
It's okay. It's Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.
Mr. Flavor upon the dancer. Another one. Give it to them. Now yo. Are you on the original root by Mr. Flavor upon the dancer? Baby Nayoka, I want to know what's up. Your honey pot team are number 1 in town. Anywhere she enter, baby, they cause casala. Hey, hey. Baby mo, Nayoka. Sweetie mo, Nayoka. Honey mo, Nayoka. Baby mo, Nayoka. African flamingo, Nayoka. Ruwana pyoku, Nayoka. Uwabu wachuku, Nayoka. Electric fire, lady, Nayoka. Fire, baby, fire, Nayoka. Asobodo Ibo, Indianapolis, Miami, Bonefe, Gucci, Prada, designer corner, yeah. Anywhere she enter, baby, they cause masala. Baby mo, sweetie mo, honey mo, baby mo, African flamingo.
Okay, we're still on Sapientia Fan Zone today. Join us on Facebook or send us your tweets. Welcome everyone for wherever you're joining us today. I can see you all. Cynthia Okafo, good to have you here today. Ifechukwu Danny Boyako, also Chema Kwan for Austin Adoba. Akwemwelo Chino Saje, I see you. Jod Meli Fanny, also Levi Sam, Idris Njida, Idris, Mariano Collier, also Chukumezia Rings the Aweletemo, Ifani Paul, Chika Aista Prince Opioma. You can also see Mekailo, my guy, in oil Collier, Obolu Ugochuku, Chukura Joseph Oke, Para Innocencia Chinanye. King Solomon, Denko Ishep and Chino Tex, O Jacket Jinewe Kembalambo Biora, the Wuchukokoro, Tela Chaki, also Noni Evra and Demachoma Cynthia NG. Also, you have been a sportsman, Padre Dum Dum Nick on Soba. I say, yo, Choba, say why. Chibiko de Megu. On you, Guta, if Nanyo Fokansi, Gerard and Meka Mechi, also Bello Chukutoni Oduche is here, told Jesus Money Star. Gosmake Batanli Emmanuel, Caleb Chide Bere, David C. When the Jonathan is there, Onion Modesta, Hazulika Gideon Tochuku, Scholar Emmanuel, and all of you, Stanley Emmanuel. I see you all. Nigerian forward, Odo Moses joined newly promoted side, Galel Mahala. He's been in Egypt since July 2018. He's now made the move to join Mr. El Makassar. Also, here, let me quickly tell you that Chelsea Academy product Dominic Solanke has been included in the championship team of the month for November 2020. And then, of course, moving forward quickly here, Victor Osimhen will not be available for selection when Napoli faces AZ Alkmaar in the Europa League today. He's still undergoing rehabilitation after sustaining a shoulder injury. And Nigeria Dela Yenuba, who won 2 African Champions League titles with Enyimba, said European clubs do not trust black goalkeepers, but admits things are gradually changing. And Nigeria 33 international Taiwo Wani says he prefers to leave Liverpool due to United Kingdom's work permit issues. So that I can hear your voices on the phone lines. Call me here. Or drop a comment on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha. 09039195402. 09039195402. Also 081-86-555-184. 081-86-555-184. Call the phone lines. Or quickly go to Facebook. Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha. Or send us your tweets at Sapientia 95.3FM is the handle. I also see more people joining us. Stanley Emmanuel, Prince Yerioba, Chibak Anthony Sonnet. I see you all. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, JJ.
Okay, what's your name?
It's Dr. Teddy.
It's been a while, Dr. Teddy. Good to have you here today.
Thank you.
How far now? I don't know how to describe your situation right now.
Chelsea. I'm going to Chelsea. They win Champions League games.
Yeah. Okay, Barcelona win Champions League game. I
can't I was in case Chelsea.
Oh, you check here. You check here, you know, like generally we know Barcelona has won all their games. But then looking at the Barcelona right now, if for the Lefama. But then by the way, first things first, you are Dr. Teddy. Where are you calling from today?
Asaba.
And you still have your loyalty divided between Man United and Barcelona.
That's correct.
Okay, let me begin from the Manchester United's problem, or well, not problem now. Okay, question or issues. Just get a draw yesterday, and everything will end. But instead, they lost 3-1 to PSG, which changes things in the way the group is looking right now. How do you see that draw and that loss, and who do you blame?
Yeah, when we saw the Champions League draw at the beginning of the group stage, people wrote United off. And when they started winning games, I came back again and said, no, I think we were in a hurry to rule United off.
Okay.
In fact, anybody who did that at first might be right. Looking at how that table stands now, United are on 9 points, PSG 9 points, RB Leipzig is on 9 points.
It's 9 points, yeah.
And the last game will be the decider, and PSG will definitely get the point. Is United going to beat RB Leipzig? I don't know. And that is where that problem comes in. United have had some very good games in the past. And that same inconsistency comes into play. And the credit has never gone to the coach as far as I'm concerned, because he doesn't deserve any of it.
Okay.
United has won games based on individual performances.
Yeah.
If you watch some of those games very well, you see the brilliance of Bruno Fernandes and sometimes the magic of Rashford gives United that game. And the game against Southampton also showed us another that we watch every weekend. When you have two defensive midfielders,
Fred and McTominay,
it's becoming too obvious. When you have two defensive midfielders, United don't get to play well, which is the same reason he stopped playing Pogba at the time, notwithstanding they talk about injury. Because if you play just one defender, one central defender, then a defensive midfielder, and you have Pogba and Bruno Fernandes in that team, you struggle to defend in the middle. So sometimes he preferred to play double pivot and shield the back line. At the end of the day, you have just one player going forward in the midfield. It's totally rubbish as far as I'm concerned. So he keeps changing things for himself or for his personal reasons, I don't know. Because if he had repeated the same team that played against Southampton, I didn't think United were going to lose the way they did. Fred was unprofessional, and that red card came. But I'm going to blame the coach. He lost that game on his own. Same way he has lost every other key matches. We saw the game against Seville. He did the same. He mixed up things wrong, and United lost that game. So if he has to be sacked, he has to be sacked now. I have to go to Magic on a day. Maybe let doing a sack here. I'll be Real Madrid or Barcelona. It's not the quality of coach that can lead United to anywhere, not to talk about trophies. For me.
Okay,
yeah.
Let me I just need a yes or no from you on this question now.
Okay.
Just tell me your mind. Do you think United will make it out of this group, or that they will drop out? What do you think?
United will make it out of the group. They enjoy playing against teams that come out to attack.
Okay.
Yes, they tend to find space behind that back line when you come out to attack them.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
So Odion Ighalo, I mean, I pitied him. He was looking the way when they brought him on late in that game yesterday to just come and fool himself more of, and make it not be like, say, we know they remember him at all, that kind of thing. Why? I mean, at this point, don't you think that perhaps the guy also deserves to have a say in the team?
We first of all have to start seeing United playing with a natural striker first.
Okay.
And then talk about which of these strikers comes into play. Okay. Probably, if not for the magic of Cavani against Southampton, we probably wouldn't have seen him start that game yesterday, or maybe because of the lack of fitness of Anthony Martial. If you have a striker in your team, you should be able to put the ball in the box. United don't do that. They don't do it. So it's still difficult for Igalo to play in that team. Because at the end of the day, his performance will be poor. Because when you don't feed your striker, he tends to be isolated in a match game. So you have to put the team in a way striker Abongodi. Then Igalo's case is quite unfortunate because he was there when they brought in Cavani. He wasn't even playing, and they brought in another striker. So I wonder more friendly match was it? Because even the Carabao Cup, I don't know if he's going to play in any of those. It's quite unfortunate for him. Obu loan, I think after this loan he should go.
All right, from Igalo to Giroud, whenever they call him from the bench, he comes, does something. Is it time for them to now start, putting him in the first team, in the starting 11, instead of just this speed battle role he plays? Because honestly, he converts more chances than Tammy Abraham. Tammy fluffs his lines. If you give Olivier Giroud 10 chances, he gives you like 6 goals. His conversion rate is. He's more efficient and more effective in terms of even in playing with the team. Trying to bring on his fellow attackers, on how he gets the team, and the difficult for defenders to get at him. Giroud is the man. But we keep looking at his age, or the fact that he was, he came from Arsenal. From Montpellier to Arsenal, and from Arsenal to Chelsea. If you were Lampard, would you be bold enough to say this guy deserves to be starting the game, or would you still say no? Stay on the bench.
After the Chelsea-Tottenham game, Chelsea fans said they blamed Lampard for drawing that game because of the time he made his substitution, bringing in Olivier Giroud. And a good coach should know which match I have to play this striker. Okay? There are some games that might be very physical when there is more power in the midfield. You might decide to play Abraham because of his work rate. He will come in deep, maybe to bring the ball forward and all that. At the age of Olivier Giroud, we may not trust him to play every match. Okay. But then, your ability to identify the games where he can give you what you want makes you a good coach. I'm not taking anything away from the tactics of Frank Lampard. Olivier Giroud will give you that. He'll win the second ball for you because he has the height. Okay? Olivier Giroud will hold up play for you. So these are the advantages he has over Tammy Abraham. Abraham has the work rate, but if the work rate is there and the conversion rate is not there, then you still don't get anything from this player. So it is time for him to introduce more of Olivier Giroud. As far as I'm concerned, he has to introduce more of Olivier Giroud. Then there are games where you think, okay, this guy has to start on the bench and Abraham has to play. I'm very sure most Chelsea fans saw a different type of Giroud yesterday, a different kind of player. In fact, that last game, I think they were supposed to award the 5th penalty, which they didn't give. I saw boy, I was like, come on, leave this guy to get 5 goals. Call Bayern at the Hall of Fame, first guys who got 5 goals in one Champions League game. So his performance since yesterday was outstanding.
All right, we're going to be quick with the other questions. Chelsea, should we consider them as one of the favorites this season?
Yeah, favorite doesn't mean they will win it, but then they are. The fear of Bayern Munich is the beginning of wisdom for any team who is in this competition.
All right, and then let's end it there with, give me the ranking of your top 5 squads, Europe now.
Yeah, I'll put Bayern Munich there definitely, and I'm going to put Man City there. Okay, and Chelsea will have to come in the third position. We have a whole lot of big teams that are not consistent right now. And we still have to give it to Liverpool. Because when you talk about squad, you're talking about depth. Okay, so I will have Liverpool sit on the 5th position, Chelsea third, then Chelsea
Liverpool is 4th
position.
Liverpool is the 4th one you called.
Yes, Liverpool is 4th, yeah. And
So,
you said 5, right?
5, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it to Jose Mourinho's Tottenham. No two ways about that. Yeah.
Now in the Europa League, bet you think they have a very good squad?
They have a good squad.
Okay.
The way he has been managing his team of late, he seems to be bringing back that old Chelsea mentality that won him the Premier League.
All right. Thank you very much.
The games to win and the games to draw. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Mr. JJ.
What's your name?
Yeah, this is Diego Silva, Pato, the short guy.
Okay, where are you today?
I did Port Harcourt Road.
Port Harcourt Road, Fege.
Exactly.
Which club are you supporting today?
Hey, JJ. Diego Silva, Pato, the church guy. Diego Silva.
So now, hello?
I can hear you.
Because people are just winning 1 or 2 matches, you carried Silva's name and added to your name. Happy?
JJ, why do you forget so soon?
All right, let me even begin with your with the discussion, the Chelsea discussion. Your former player, manager, Glenn Hoddle said you guys should be considered as both Barcelona and Real Madrid and one of the favorites. Do you believe him?
Very correct.
Okay, make I even hear you rank the squad.
Name the 5 squad.
Mm.
Well, I will go with Bayern first.
Okay.
Chelsea second.
Okay.
Then I will come in with Liverpool third.
Liverpool third.
Yes.
Okay. At the wait, I may give me 2 more.
Juventus, I don't understand those guys. Let me end with this 3. I don't know.
Okay, all right. No wahala, no wahala. No wahala. Giroud, do you think he should now be started in games? I mean, he should get into the starting 11, or are you comfortable with his bit patrol?
JJ, on Tuesday, this is the talking point. Muna, which man? I told you, man, that draw will consider draw against Tottenham was caused by Lampard. Why benching Giroud that much? 70, 80. What is Abraham doing here? If Abraham pass an abroad, say that.
Okay, so for you, Giroud ahead of Tammy.
He's ahead of Tammy now, far better than Tammy.
Yeah.
Tammy, just one will lock no there, but now, miracle. No, one miracle. Wow.
Okay, all right. Now, for Manchester United, do you think they will make it out of this group?
The fact is that they will make it, but I wish they will go to Europa.
Why now?
You know why I say they will make it? That final match against Leipzig, I think it's in Germany, right?
Yeah, in Germany.
That's where the problem happens. I'm not on Old Trafford. How you lose here?
Okay, you feel they will do better away from home?
They will do better away from home, yeah. They must get draw in that match or win first.
Okay. All right. So what else do you want to talk about today?
I pray they lose the game, bro.
Okay, you still pray they lose?
I still pray they lose the game.
Okay, you know they hide your own. If they come out open, make they see say you don't like them. Not be to hide, they try to do diplomacy.
No.
No wahala. So anything else you want to talk about today?
Well, let me just pitch in this Lampard issue.
Okay.
You know, we Chelsea fans, just like some of us normally say, that we don't have that confidence.
Okay, Frankie.
Like me now. Yes, it's Frankie. Person like me now. Even on Tuesday, Woodman was like, on our joint saying, let's just in this.
But we're not talking about Lampard today.
You ask me anything else I want to talk about now.
Okay, don't worry. Let's leave it and hear from those who want to talk about today. Oh?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Chibuke.
Chibuke, where are you?
I'm from Enugu.
Where in Enugu?
Udi.
Udi, which club do you support?
As well as Barcelona.
Okay, all right. Welcome, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard your name when Glenn Hoddle said Chelsea, better persona.
Yes, for now, Chelsea has a good team.
So you believe him?
Yes.
But you guys have 100% record in the Champions League this season, you know. You've won all your games in the Champions League.
Yes, we won it, but in league, we are not doing well.
Okay. So Chelsea now is follow for favorite for Champions League.
Yes.
Hey, Adama. So now, since we're talking about the same Chelsea, you said it's okay that to rank them ahead of you guys and everything. Let me see the 5 teams you rank now best, 5 best in Europe.
Okay. Bayern Munich.
Okay.
Chelsea comes second.
Okay.
And is it Barcelona?
my brother. You just kind of put inside there. They look, make you know what I go talk. All right, no while you've answered me. Let's talk about United. Yesterday, why do you think they lost?
But United don't have a good coach. That's why.
Okay, the coach is to blame for their loss.
Yes.
Can they make it out of this group?
So they can make it. They can. I believe they can win.
And then the Gallo. Why don't they play the guy? If he say they okay, say they don't they play him.
I don't understand. Gallo says, "May he come up for that team."
Abi.
Yeah.
Now Giroud there. If he say make Lampard the keeper for bench, Abi make he begin the play starting 11.
I prefer Giroud ahead of Tammy Abraham, but the guy is doing too well now.
All right, it's all good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can still see everyone joining us today. Don't forget to keep it coming on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha, and on Twitter at Sapientia 95.3FM. That's our handle on Twitter. I can see all your tweets here today. Still asking you to join us review the games we saw at the UEFA Champions League yesterday. Wilson Chukwumeuche, welcome to our Twitter family. Then Coach Shepard is here. He has now returned the honor of La Liga champions Real Madrid to his name. Honor of La Liga champions Real Madrid. He says, so Madame Giroud scored scored Patrick last night. The guy actually scored a double brace, not even a hat-trick. He scored 4. That's a double brace. Say congrats to all the winners, and as for the Children's League, the other side should win today. Dan Bafana is here on Twitter. Dan Bafana says, Lampard used almost our second 11 to thrash Sevilla. I think he has found the balance he was looking for since. But I think Giroud should be starting ahead of Tammy. Shout out to Friday, Cherry Coco, Oluebube, my neighbors in Jewelry Line, Mem Market. And then check a high star. Strong athlete in the winners yesterday night. Juventus impressed him the most. Man United disappointed him the most. Okay, so disappointed themselves. So now I told them to win, Arsenal to win. Shout out to us here and fans on family. Eric Odowu here says, congrats to my lovely club Chelsea for disgracing Sevilla last night. It's coming home. Hey, Chileke. Hey, Chileke. This guy said he's coming home. Hey, I go fit do comedy. Hey, Chile. This is where England, the 3 Lions did at the World Cup. It's coming home. It's coming. Hey, Chile. The chase. I don't know why. All right. Eric Odowu said it's coming home. Lampard should start Giroud against Leeds United this weekend. Man, you can never qualify in that group. Europa League is waiting them. Okay. It's coming home. Hey, Chileke. Obina Mobile Sports here says, what a night it was for my darling team Chelsea and Olivier Giroud. Lampard has got a promising and interesting team to watch out for. Even if they don't win the Champions League, the future is very bright for them. Manu is dead and buried. Anytime Bruno Fernandes doesn't come to the party, they will be playing like Arsenal. But why you use one sentence? They abuse both Man United and Arsenal. Which one is? Anytime Bruno Fernandes does not come, they will be playing like Arsenal. Why are you insulting Arsenal? What did Arsenal do you? They don't live enough for Champions League, go they play their Europa League. You still come, they insult them. Why now, brother? Of course, he said they should go back to the Europa League because Champions League is not for them. Shout out to your brother Onyeka Moba. Eric Ono will continue there. He said Chelsea impressed me the most. Leipzig surprised me the most. Nobody disappointed me. Within Chukwumesi arranged the Chibak Anthony Sonet, Obina Moba, Magic Man, Devan Anthony Anyi Chio, but you both check a high star, Mommy P. Also welcoming Ifechukwu Abraham, who has followed us here. on Twitter. Arisen Wakarigo is also here. The Chelsea Godfather congratulating on the side. I want you to say, especially Chelsea, for the wonderful victory over Common Poor Sevilla. Giroud surprised me the most. But if you don't know, we still play 4 more years tonight. Let the better side to win. Also, welcoming Vincent Okechukwu. Welcome here, bro. Chibak Anthony Stonet is here from Old Trafford in Onitsha. Man's Godfather. Congratulating the winners of yesterday. And if it's going Wally is here, he says, so shameful for my club to lose 3-1 to PSG. Sincerely, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is an average coach. Lampard is far more better than him. I'm so disappointed. Arsenal will be welcoming us in the Europa League. So, can you please tell me what's wrong with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? My brother, I wish I can. Austin Ellis could say Chelsea's right up there with the best. And then Giroud and then Mecca Mechi. Okay, I was talking about the fact that Giroud scored the perfect hat-trick. Oh yeah, he actually scored a double brace. That's more than a perfect hat-trick actually. Man of the moment, Olivier Giroud. Because you're Bonna here, the camera guy does his shutter. He's congratulating Chelsea. And he's giving a name to Ronaldo, says Calicia. 10 minutes gone past 2 p.m. here on Sapientia Fan Zone. I will still take more calls, I tell you. Keep more tweets coming on at Sapientia 95.3FM. That's the handle. I also need more comments on Facebook. Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha. But right here, right now, let me quickly go on a short break. I'll be back, and when I come back, there'll be more on Sapientia Fan Zone. Just hang in there. We shall return.
Sapientia.
95.3 FM.
Give me R. Give me E now. Give me 2, 5, 0. I read 250. Bigger heart, stronger body. Ride I read 250. Bigger heart, stronger body. Yeah. We get keke and we get the super keke. Strong front fork to bring you more comfort. With bigger engine to super sanitary. Yeah. Bigger heart and stronger body. Ride the RE250. Bigger heart, stronger body. Ride RE250. Bigger heart, stronger body. Yeah.
My name is JJ Okocha and I endorse the Bajaj RE250. Bigger heart, stronger body.
Now available at 825,000 naira.
Bigger heart, stronger body. Bigger heart, stronger body. RE250.
Hey, share your body they confirm with yo-yo bitters. You go dey wonder wetin e mean. Wetin e mean be say whether you dey take yo-yo bitters every day, yo-yo bitters dey protection you against infections wey fit happen anytime. Na im be say you go dey take yo-yo bitters like food supplement abi medicine wey doctor give you. Na correct natural ingredients dey inside wey dey wash all yamayama, pursue waist pain plus constipation 440. Ogbonge vitamins dey inside to help your body work well. E never finish o. Yo-yo bitters get minerals wey go boost your body immunity to fight sickness, disease, and free radicals. Na im make am dey important to get yo-yo bitters for office, house, and everywhere. Yo-yo bitters dey for liquid, gel plus including tablets. Make you quick go buy your own for pharmacy and medicine stores wey near you. Yo-yo bitters make you dey clean inside out.
If symptoms persist after 3 days, see your doctor.
Maritime Roof Time and Water Collector for your better roofing. No use Maritime Roof Time. No go rust, no go leak.
Yes, so for your long-lasting roof time, we no go give you wahala. E no go rust, e no go leak, e no go change color. Na Maritime Roof Time. Na Maritime Roofing Global Links Nigeria carry am come for us. Na roof time wey you go use, you no go regret am because they produce am with high-quality union steel with complete gauge. E don carry so many awards from New Zealand. This high-quality union steel go give your roof more than 50-year guarantee. E no dey rust, e no dey leak, e no dey change color at all. Na US and European specification carry Maritime Roof Time and Water Collector. Take
Pack am with other roof tile wey dey for market. The difference go clear for your eyes. So it dey last, it dey durable and affordable for your roofing or your halele to our head office at number 16 Ezenwa Street at the back of Access Bank, New Market Road, Onitsha. Phone 081 357 74333. Branches there for all over we country, Nigeria. E no go rust, e no go leak, e no go change color. Maritime Roof Tile. Maritime Roofing Global Links Nigeria. Now you be Baba.